Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today, in this video I am going to discuss about the data interfaces in Magento 2. In my previous video, we saw how to create a REST API endpoint in Magento 2 and how to return data to the request. Before we start, I am going to give you a brief idea about the data interfaces. So, by definition, data interfaces defines the function that returns information about the entities, return search results, and set validation rule and return validation results. We will get the resulted data in a properly key value formatted pattern, and we can map our object easily. We must define our data interfaces for a service contract in a API data directory. Data interfaces only contains getters and setters. We need to use di.xml file to implement those getters and setters. So let's jump to our coding part and check out the data interfaces in action. In this video, I have added a few questions which will help you to prepare yourself for a Magento certification. Please let me know what do you think about this video. In our previous video, we saw how to create a web API.xml file and how to define our routes. Now, let's create another route which will handle our post request. Here, I am using the same interface and using the anonymous resource. Let's create our function post param in our interface. I am keeping the return type as string for now, and I will add the data interface later in this video. Implement the same function, that is function post param, in our model class and return the sample string. Till now, the process that we have followed is used to create a simple REST API. To accept the post parameter value, we need to add post parameter to our interface function and the same as in our model class. We need to update the doc block as well. Please make sure you change the doc block after you change anything in your method parameter because Magento is strict about the doc block definitions. Now let's flush our cache and check out our changes in a Postman tool. I have created a copy of previous API and update its method from get to post. Magento is very strict about the parameters name, so we need to pass the same name parameter that we have used in our function. Here you can see that we are getting our product ID in our response. Now we need to create a data directory inside our module API directory and create our data interface there. Let's define our getter setter functions in our data interface. I will add the parameter in setter function later in this video. For the demo purpose, I am going to use the getter and setter on name and SKU attribute respectively. So I have defined get name, get scoop, set SKU in our data interface. Let's define our data interface implementation in our di.xml file. So we are going to use the first API data model to implement our getter and setter function. Now it's time to change our return type in my first API interface. Update our model class to extend it from the abstract model. Abstract model has the getData function which will help to get the data from a specific attribute in the current object. We will see more detail about this in our future videos. So let's update our code to use the getData function. Let's update our setter function from our data interface to accept the parameter, and the same thing needs to be updated in our model class as well. Our next step is to load product object and return from our function. To do the same, we need to create our constructor and use Magento catalog model product as a dependency injection. Though this is not a good practice to use a load function anymore in our code, I am using it just for the demonstration purpose. In our next video, we will see how can we use a custom table or load a custom data and return it through the API response. But till then, let's use our model, Magento catalog model product class, and return an object. Let's flush our cache and check out our code in the Postman tool. As you can see, we are getting the product name and the SKU in our API response. Let's try the same process with another attribute. Let's take a description for example and add it in our API response. To do the same, we don't need to update our function postparam function. Rather, we just need to add a getter and setter in our data interface. And we need to implement those getter and setter in our data model. Define the constant. This constant holds the value of attribute code. implement this getter and setter in our model code, which is first API data class. Now let's flush our cache and check out our changes in the Postman tool. This is all about creating a data interfaces in Magento 2. If you need more information about this, or if you want to discuss anything about this topic, please write me an email on my email ID admin@asolutions.co.in, or let me know through the comment section. Your comments will help me to improve my content, so please let me know your thoughts through the comment section below. In the next video, we will see how to create a database table using a declarative schema and use those models in our API response. Till then, stay home, stay safe, happy coding.